Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make is a chocolate pound cake. Now, if you don't like chocolate, you're looking for a golden pound cake, I do have one on my channel, so please check it out. This particular chocolate pound cake will use 5 eggs, but don't think for a moment that it's going to be very, heavy and dense. A pound cake that you're not going to like. To the contrary, it comes out just fantastic, and it's not that dense heaviness that you might think because it has that many eggs in it. But I really believe that the eggs is what really gives the richness to the cake and to the flavor of the cake. So I hope you'll try this one. But let's get started. We're going to first put in 1 cup of butter. Now, if you don't want to use butter or don't have butter, you can go ahead and use margarine. I've cut it up into small pieces, and I have had it at room temperature, and that was 1 cup. And of course, you could use your hand mixer, but the stand is, for me, is a lot faster and quicker. And we're just going to cream and break up that butter. I'm going to raise my speed to do that. The next thing we're going to put in is a 1/2 cup of shortening, which a lot of us know the name brand as Crisco. But it's a 1/2 cup, and I'm going to put that in with the butter. And we're going to cream those together. Okay. I'm going to raise my speed. Those two have combined nicely. The next thing we're going to be putting in is 3 cups of granulated sugar. So this cake is going to be sweet, but not overly sweet. And then just put a little in at a time in your cream mixture, and you'll want to bring it together. I'm on about medium speed. And that was 3 cups of granulated sugar. I'm going to raise my speed a little bit. Okay. And I just want to kind of clean the sides of my mixing bowl here a little bit. Okay. All right. The next thing that we're going to put in are the 5 eggs, but we're going to put 1 in at a time. And I've also had my eggs at room temperature, so I'm going to put 1 in and beat it in the cream mixture. That was 1. There's our second one. I'm going to raise my speed a little bit. Our third one. And already the paddle is cleaning the sides of the bowl, so it's creaming nicely. Okay, that's our 4th one. I'm going to raise my speed. And the 5th egg. And just stay with that till it's nice and smooth. Alright, I just want to, again, clean that side. Get to the bottom just a little bit with my spatula here. And I'm going to let it beat for just a little bit, and then I'm going to show you what I have so far. Okay, we're also going to be needing 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And that was 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I'm just going to beat that all together. And I'm going to show you what I have. Now you want to beat it till it's smooth and it becomes fluffy. There we go. Take a look at that. Alright. And I think I'm going to just beat it for just a bit longer here. I'm going to raise my speed. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do, of course, is knead flour. And we're going to be using 3 cups of flour. In the flour, we're going to be putting in a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. We're also going to be putting a half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just with a spoon going to mix that, stir it. And to make a chocolate, of course, we're going to need 4 tablespoons of unsweetened baking cocoa. Okay? And again, I'm just going to stir this all together in the dry. You don't have to spend a lot of time with it, just so that you feel that, you know, it's combined well enough. Okay? Now, what we're going to do so we can make a nice batter is that we're going to need milk. And I'm going to use 1 cup of milk and alternate it with the flour and the cream mixture. And I'm going to do it slowly so that it doesn't go all over the kitchen, the flour, and a little bit of milk. And a little bit more dry. And you get the idea. You just keep alternating it. And I'm going to put the rest of the dry in. And the rest of the milk. Okay. And now we're just going to beat it till it's smooth. And that's not going to take you very long at all. I'm going to raise my speed. Sorry about the sound if it's getting loud. Alright, I want to just clean up those sides and get to the bottom. Okay, it's looking good so far, but it needs just a little bit more of the beating here. So let's put that on. Just want to clean my counter here a little bit. Got a little messy here. Okay. I'm going to raise my speed. And again, just stay with it till it's well combined. It's fluffy and well mixed, but not overbeat. Okay, now you're going to need at least a 10-cup tube pan or a decorative pan. You do want to heavily grease it and then dust it with flour, because you don't want that cake to stick once it comes out of the oven. And I'm going to take my paddle out of here and take the excess batter off of it here quickly. Okay, set that aside. And now you're going to be able to really see the batter. I just want to make sure that everything is combined here. So use my spatula here a little bit. Okay, there we go. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's extremely light and fluffy. It really is. And then it has that nice smell of the chocolate, you know. Okay. All right, then what you're going to do is you're just going to pour this into your tube pan. And I'm going to try to put it equally all the way around the pan here. And then with my spatula, make sure that it isn't evenly here. Okay. Get a little bit more out of that mixing bowl here. Now this is going to make a really large cake, and you'll see in a moment once I show you. Just going to use a knife here and take the excess off. Okay, there we go. And we'll set that aside. And I like to just tap my pan a little bit on the countertop, a little bit. And you're going to put that in 325 degrees, and it is going to take you a little bit of time to bake. It's going to take you 1 hour and 25 minutes. So I like to start checking mine about, 50 minutes, 55 minutes, and then just, keep an eye on it. It usually does take me the whole hour and 25 minutes to bake this cake, but put a cake tester in it if it comes out dry, or a toothpick or that type of thing. You don't want to over bake it, but you certainly want to make sure that it's baked thoroughly. So again, 325, it's a lower temperature, so it takes a little bit longer, but it'll cook all the way through, bake all the way through. I'm going to rinse my hands because I was handling raw eggs, and I'm going to show you this completed cake. And this is how it will turn out. It makes for a very tall cake, as you can see. And all I really did was I made a vanilla glaze with powdered sugar and milk. If you don't have milk, you can use water. And then I just started adding chocolate syrup to it, just to give it a little tinge of chocolate flavor and color in it. And then I put chocolate jimmies on top. You can eat this cake plain, or dust it with powdered sugar, or leave it, like I said, plain. Leave it alone without anything. It really does taste just great like that too. And let me cut into it. I just glazed it so it's not quite set yet. But let's cut into this cake here. Okay, and there you have it. It's a really nice, rich chocolate brown pound cake. And it's really great with a cup of coffee or tea, or maybe some, ice cream, that kind of thing. It's easy to make, it's quick to make, and I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun to bake cakes and cookies, and well, that's why I have so many videos. Well, give this recipe a try. If you like it, leave a comment, because I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe to Diane Lovetobake. See you soon.